And his question is, does it make sense to treat fiat currency just like another altcoin in the lull? That's the little lady strategy. Actually, it is decorrelated from the other alts because it will pump in BTC terms when all others crash. Wow, okay, that's interesting. That might be the case, right? But we have to like actually back test that. Because what we want to see is if we can like chart it on an inverse pattern, right? So that we can see, okay, well, on an inverse, can we get a half on a double here? On this, can we detect the bottoms and so forth? And then we need to see an inverse chart to see that that's the case. 25K, 30K ETH, likely this year. 1 ETH, 0.3 BTC possible. Yeah, most likely with Ethereum, we could see some high numbers, especially if they're on track with the 2.0, Ethereum 2.0. And a lot of people are making jokes that it's going to take forever to ship, but who knows? If they're on track with that, then yeah, we'll see massive price appreciation with Ethereum. And especially if this new communist style of gas fees works out, then yeah, Ethereum will work out. But it will work, but I don't know if it'll work in the long term, because when you dictate prices, there's always a negative consequence to that. Because what happens is then the network could get flooded, right? Because then everybody can get cheap transactions. And price actually regulates whether or not we're going crazy on the transactions. Because when we have too many transactions and prices go high, what happens? Well, people go, no, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying $50 for a transaction. I'm not paying $100 for a transaction. And what happens? Transactions come down. So if there is no regulation, if there's no system to regulate the price action, is it going to really work out? Right? At first, it might look like it is working out because, you know, everybody can do their transactions at first, because there's no rush at first, right? But once there's a reason to start transacting rapidly, a lot of people will end up using it, and then will it be abused to the point where, hey, well, everybody's getting cheap transactions, so everybody's trying to put in the transaction and nothing's happening.